Hi, I'm Subu, bringing crafting to you, and today we're going to make a Minecraft card. Lots of children are into Minecraft, so I'm going to start off with garden green that measures 4.5 by 6.5. So I'm putting that on the centimetre side, I've decided, of my board. I thought this would be the quickest way to do it, so I'm going to just hold it and I'm just going to score at every centimetre. Now it's not going to work out exact, but I decided that 1/2 inch was not the size I wanted, so I've decided this will work. So I'm scoring at every centimetre. There we go. And then I'm going to turn it. So that was on its 4.5 inch side. And now I'm going to score the other way at every centimetre. It's just, oops, a bit tricky on the first. Normally I use my trimmer scorer for everything, but I decided this is the quickest way to do it on this board. So as I say, I'm just scoring at every centimetre as I go along my 6.5 inch side. Okay, so I'm going to have the 1/2 centimetre at either side, roughly. I'm going to have it up to the right side and the bottom not on my top. Okay, now I want to do some cutting out. I know you can cut on glass mats, but I don't want to. I don't want to spoil it in any way. Now I think I'm just going to give myself a little bit of a pencil mark today. So I think I'll do it about, let's see, I want 4 in the middle, so I think I'll do 4 in the middle there. So I'm going to I'm just going to roughly do a square like this. So I'm taking out 4. I'm going to leave that 4 in the middle and I'm going to come over to this one. I'm just giving myself a guide to where I'm going to cut in a minute, and then I want to just go down centimetre from there and do that, and then I want to be a centimetre out here and down 3 centimetres, 1, 2, 3, and go across 1 and then down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go across 1 centimetre, across 1 centimetre, and then I'm going to go up 1 centimetre, up 1 centimetre, like that. So I don't know whether you can see. Perhaps if I do that, you might be able to see a bit better what I'm cutting out. Does that help a little bit? You'll see it better when I've done it. Right, so I have got a lovely metal ruler that I like, so we've got a nice straight edge. So I'm going to turn it on its side, and I'm going to go for my top corner of my my square. Yeah, actually I think I'm going to go for the bottom of that. So I'm going to go, and I'll show you what I've done. I'll pick it up in a minute and show you. Oops, oh, that's not gone well to start with. Right, so I wanted to go in and cut along there. I'm not happy that that did that, really. I can't do anything about that now. Didn't cut all the way through either, so that's not. Do you know what? I always prefer to work with my trimmer when I'm cutting anything out, so I'm going to see if I can, because that's not been successful as I wanted it to be. So I'm going to actually put, it's 13.5 where I've actually got mine in, and I'm going to try and drop my blade right place and just cut down, whoops, 2 centimeters. That's it. I'm going to lift my blade up, go down, and I'm going to cut up to the centimeters. I'm going to see if I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's good on my original line where I was doing it. Yeah, that'll do. Right, so I'm going to put it in at, no, I'm going to put it in at 9 centimeters. I'm going to get back to where my cut is, cut down 2 centimeters, and then what do I want to bring it to? So if that's 9, go to 7. Does that work out? 7 centimeters, yeah. Go back up and go down 2 centimeters and turn it and go to, let's see what that will be, 6 centimeters, and put it on and cut that out. That should have, oh, what did I do? I've cut in the wrong place. Do you know, I may have to start again with this because it's not working at all how I wanted it to. I'm going to see if I can get my snips in. Let's see, because I wanted to cut there. What did I do? Don't know. So I'm going to get my snips in now. So I've not tried it before, you see, so I'm going to now get my snips in and play. Yeah, that's how I want that. I'm going to get my snips in here now. Yeah, I'm far happy with the snips, so I'm moving the trimmer out of the way. So you can start to see it transforming now. I'm going to get my snips in there. The thing is with our snips, they cut right to the very end, so they're much easier for cutting things out because it goes right to the very end. There we go. So that's that. And then, of course, I need to go down. So I'm cutting down. And I've got to be careful now because I cut where I shouldn't have cut. So it'll all be all right because I can glue it down. So cut down as far as this, you'll see the shape emerging, and then I want to cut down there, and actually I want to cut out that as well, so I've got to go across there and then come back in, spin round, cut along there, then go down, and oops, spin around. I'll flatten that out with my round tool in a minute. Okay, can do that and go up 1 centimetre, go across, and then and then go across. Now once I put the black card at the back, you'll be able to see it better, so I'm hoping that will work better for you to see. And in fact you can see the cutout on there. So what I did is I came in, so remember my card was 4.5 inches across and 6.5 inches down. I scored down each centimetre, and then I scored down this way so that I've got my little squares, and then really I've counted 3 squares in and done a 2 centimetre square, so 2 across and 2 down, left a 2 by 2 in the middle, and then done another 2 by 2 square there. Then underneath that part I have cut out the 2 for the body part. You'll see easier on this. So 2, and then 1 down, and then across, and then 3 down, across 1, up 1, across 2, down 1, across 1, up 3, across 1, up 4. So that makes your, and if I put it like this, you'll see again. In fact, I've got a square. Look at that. I've got a square centimetre grid look. So there we go. So that's your shape of your Minecraft. Now, I'm just going to go in and smooth the edges a bit where I've cut those off. So smooth those edges down. Get rid of anything that's sticking up. Okay, and that's my Minecraft background. So now I've got a piece of black, so now that will make it stand out, and my black card measures 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. So I'm going to put that on now. Oh, done it again. All these are going on me now, they are. Really need some pliers to fetch that out. And I don't want to use my scissors to grab it out either. Oh, my teeth. Come on. It seems to be stuck in there. Oh, this is fun, isn't it? Now, is that going to screw off? Oh, that's actually going to screw off today. So I'm going to have to work with this. Okay, so let's just get that in. It's going to have to be less generous because I haven't got a precision bit on now. But for the sake of the video, don't want to keep you waiting while I mess about finding new lids. So I'm going to just put an equal increment all the way around here, like that. I seem to have got some glue strands. Sorry, I am suffering a bit lately. Okay. Now I've got a card blank that I'm going to bring in. So my card blank is 10 by 7, scored at 5. We're going to fold that in half, and I'm going to do the thing you've seen me do many times. Put it in my trimmer so that I'm holding it against the back, and I fold that down, and that gives you a better edge there. And then I'm going to glue this on the front. I'm a bit wary of, I've got a lot of glue coming out now, so there we go for that. Right, now I am going to put an happy birthday on the front, but I want to put some more walling on. But before we do that, I'm going to go to what we're doing on the inside. Because if you know me, it's not straightforward. It's not going to just be a card like that. Right, I have just taken 1/8 of the card size. So this is 9 and 7/8 by your 6 and 7/8. So I've had to score that, and I'll show you. So any paper that you've got that's brick-like, or make your own brick-like paper. So put it in at 5 inches and then just pull it that 1 mark away and then score down. That will give you your halfway point. Right, so we're going to fold that in half. We'll just score like that. And then what we're going to do, now I'm going to make sure that I don't want it as high up, so I can't remember what I started off with 2, so I think I'm going to take it down to 1.5. So once you've folded it in half, put the folded, so on the fold, so your fold's going to be at your top, and you're going to place that at 1.5. And I think I'll just sure that I did that. Just going to double check. Yep. That's 1. I think it meant to be 1.5. Right. So I'm going to put it in. So you're going to put it in, fold edge there at 1.5. And then you're going to line your blade. Make sure your 0 is at the top. And then you're going to pull it down to 1.5. So I'm taking this down. So don't forget it's your mark on your side. Taking it down to 1.5. Okay. So then I'm just going to pop my card back a minute the wrong way so I can see. And then we're going to put it another 1.5 inches on. So 1.5 inches on. So that makes it 3 inches. And again, we're going to go down by 1.5. So we're going to go down. I've done this. It don't matter anyway, I think. Hang on. Let me make sure, because when we do that, I want that to pop out one time. So I did it on that, fold that way. So I think we have to do that. So sorry, fold it the reverse way. Okay, fold it the reverse way. What we've done is perfectly right. The cutting's right, so there's no issue with that. But you want it so that your back side faces you, sorry. So you're putting it in at 1/2, cutting down to 1.5, then move along to 3. And again, you're going to cut down 1.5. So make sure your 0 is at the top and cut down to 1.5. And how you're doing that is your blade has that mark on the side and you're cutting down as far as there. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this piece, and we need it to be level. So make sure you've got it level. And when we've got it, we're happy that it's level. We're going to score on that side, then move it to the other side, making sure that it's level, and do your crease. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to open that up and open it up, and you're going to push that forward. Okay, so it's going to push forward and you're going to put it down like that, and again you can go back in, crease on either side. Okay, right, now, so we've done that there. I took it, so what did I do? I took that at, yeah, an inch. So I'm going to take this another inch down. So I'm going to move it along to 4 inches. So moving this along to 4 inches, and then I'm going to put my blade, make sure it's 0 at the top, and you're just going to cut down 1 inch. So that's not quite in the right place, so cut down 1 inch. Okay, so I'm having to stand on top to see 1 inch. So remember, it's your blade that marks that. We're going to do exactly the same now, so make sure you keep your fold absolutely straight. So in fact, I'm going to bring in my ruler, my straight edge, so I'm going to make sure that's square with the top there, and then keep that level with my ruler. And now I know that that is going to be fine, and make sure that that has not gone wonky at all. So make sure that that's fine, and then when you're happy, just crease it, and then we're going to turn it the other way and just make sure that you got it level and crease it. And then we're going to open it up, and we're going to push that into there, so that you're getting it going like that. And again, just crease on that side and on that side, and then we're going to put it in again. So that was 4, we're going to put it in at 4.5 now, so 4.5, and make sure you've got your 0 on there, and you're going to just bring it down 1/2. That's it. And then again, put your ruler, put in my straight rule at the side there, and I'm going to put it down so that it's straight on my ruler. And when I'm happy, I just crease it on there, and I'm going to turn it over, right in there, put my ruler down to make sure that it's absolutely straight, and do that. And we're going to open it up, and then we're going to put that through again there, and then I'm going to make sure they're creased on either side. So when you open it up, you'll have staggering going up like that. Okay, right, now I decided I'm going to risk this, and I'm going to bring in my bronze. Come on, you tell me, I'll tell you. Alcohol marker. Okay, so I'm just going to colour on the bottom. In fact, oh, I've done it wrong. I've gone too far now. Should have a bit of paper there. So don't do what I do. Do this. Not having a good day today at all. So, going, because I've got brick paper, I can go along where the brick is. So I'm keeping it level with there. I'm going to push this along a little bit, and then only going as far as that brick. Oh, it's brown, and I'm only going to go as far as the fold. So I'm just going to put that there so it stops me from going over that. Okay. Right, now I'm going to just, I've got a colour remover, and I'm just going to see if it will work for me. Where am I? So I'm going to see if I can fetch off any of this that's gone on there. See if I can blend it in at all. I don't want it to go on that bit. I want it to lift it off there. Lovely. Good, good, good. Oh, yes, that's good. Right. Okay. Now, I want it to go. Why has that gone off? I've put it on and I thought I'd stabilised it so it can't go off the picture I want to follow. Oh, and then I've realised that's not there anyway. Just bear with me. So it's that one, isn't it? Right. So what I want to do is I want to come up. So I'm just going to come up one brick and just go along like that. And I'm going to miss some. Do the same again. Go along like this. Miss some. And then do that there. And that one goes up to there. Right, so that goes like that. So I want that like that. Right, now I need to be able to see the next one up. So I'm going to put that bit of paper in again. So I can see that there, where that's going now. Oh, and I need to be careful because I don't want to be going over my crease. So my crease is going to be there. Now, my paper is actually being very good for me. So this here, because of where the cut line was, it had taken a little bit. So if I show you, it has taken a little bit more than a brick. On this one, I'm just going to do a brick. So I'm going to make sure that's at the bottom. I've got that in so I can't go over. So I'm just going to go up to the brick. Make sure I've got a straight edge. Make sure I've got that there. So I'm going to go to a brick here. So, and I've got to be careful because I don't want to go over where the crease is, so it's difficult for me to even see. So I'm just going to bend the card. See where it is now. Go like that. Okay, and now I'm going to do that again where I'm going to go up. I'm just going that up one brick, and this time I'm going to make them a bit smaller. So I'm getting smaller as I'm going up. About the same distance apart. And do that one. And then there's going to be a half the one there, look. Okay, I've done that. And then the last one. So I'm going to have to turn my paper sideways now. It's getting trickier. So this time I'm not wanting to go up spot, so I'm just going to try and see, can I just put kind of a rough marker there so I can see what I'm dealing with. And now I'm going to go in and straighten that edge so that I'm doing this smaller. So each layer that I've done is I'm getting smaller, and I seem to have got a piece there, so I'm just going to colour that in. I'll just have a little bit in that corner, a little bit there, and that maybe just at the edge there. Okay, so I've got that there. Right, now they seem to have these things that have like little red bits on them. So I'm going to see if I can make some little red things now. I'm actually going to this and cut that. In fact, they're not very square, those. Let's scrap that. Try again. Let's see if I can. I'll do that. I think I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to randomly stick them onto the. So I'm just going to randomly stick. So I'm just making this up as I go along. In fact, I think I am going to stick that on because I'm just going to let them be random, very random. And they're different sizes as well, so chop that, try and make it as square as possible, but I'm not worried too much. Come on. I'm going to just leave that on there, and I'm going to do some tinier ones. And they're about square. Just gonna, in fact, these are tiny, so I'm going to go for sticking, I don't know which way, sticking these on my very top bit. I'll help if I could stick them and not glue stick them. And I'll just have, in fact, I think I might stick this on the next one as well. Just anywhere, so they're really totally random. Gonna give myself just a slight bit more, and just cut some off that, and then can stick this on there. That's it. And yeah, I think I might leave that at that. Right, now before we stick that on there, what I've got is another piece of the brick, because I want to make the candle, and this actually measures 1.5 by 1 and I think I took that down into, so it's gone into 16, so I'm sorry. It is 1 and 3/16. The reason being, you just want that little bit to fold over, and you want it to be less than 1/4 inch. So what I've done on the 1 and 3/16, I have scored at every 1/4 inch. So 1/4, 1/2, 3/4 and 1 inch, and it just leaves you that little bit. And then of course the length of it was the 1.5. Right, so what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to stick this together. So I've creased it all, and I'm going to stick this now. So put that, so I've actually folded on the 3rd score line. I've folded, so it's leaving me the 1/4 there with the 3/16, and I'm just bending it over like that. And I'm just going to get my bone folder and get that really creased. Now I've creased it that way, and I'm also going to crease it the other way, and then crease it the other way again, because we want it to be able to pop open like this. Okay, so we're wanting to pop it open like that, and we're going to make sure that the bit, oh, what am I doing? I'm so sorry. I don't know how much I've done out of your screenshot. Hopefully not. Right, so I have been creasing it that way, so I'm giving it, is very flexible now. I'm making sure that the edge of your card that you've stuck over is going to be on that side when I put it in, just in case I forget to tell you that. So this is going to stick in the corner, because this is going to be our candle. Right, now I decided for the flame it's just going to be square, so I've just got a random piece here, and I am going to make it boxy. Now I want to score it at every I think it's going to have to be, I think, 3/16, because I don't want it to be as big as the candle, so I'm going to do 3/16 and score, and then that will be, actually I'm going to score it at every 1/2 centimetre. That's going to be easier for you. So we'll do 1 centimetre, and we'll do 1.5 centimetres, and then 2 centimetres, and then we're going to chop it at so in width so far it is 1.1, 1.2 centimetres. I've scored it at every 1/2 centimetre, and then I'm just going to put it along to 2.5, pull it back a bit, probably just a point, pull it back just a point, cut it off, because that then, when I fold all of these and I glue it together, that just makes it so that it doesn't interfere, can you see, with the fold. So that's what we want. We want it to be boxy, because it's Minecraft and it's all boxy, isn't it? So I just got a random scrap of yellow. So if you didn't see what I did with folding, I'm going to put a little bit of glue down the side. That's it. And then I'm going to go to the third score line. So from the right, these are where I've scored the ½ centimetre. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to fold on the 3 so that that leaves that flat. Oh dear, I've done well. This is why I've been on for a while. Oh dear. And then I'm going to go and have sorry about that, bear with me. Okay, so I'm not sure. I'm just going to do what I did with the other one, where you just keep taking it or pushing it. There we go. So it's very flexible, and I want that to actually go in the middle there, and I think I will leave it just boxy like that, I think. So I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the front 2 edges. Now I'm going to make sure, like I did with the other one, I'm going to make sure that that is going to the side like that. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue at the bottom there, if that's way too much. Make sure I've got this also. Sorry, this is also going to go, where is it? There at the back. Going to pop that in, make that in the centre, so that that's going to pop my candle like that. Okay, so I'm going to put a bit of glue now, just same as what I did on the bottom, just that bottom bit there, and I'm going to push that in there so that it is level, and I don't want it to go below, and I want the actual creases to marry up. Okay, now because of the coughing, I'm afraid I'm going to have to go off air. I can't pause it, but you will see the finish one. I will post it onto the video. Sorry about that. Thanks very much for dropping by. Stay safe, stay well. Bye for now.